Kick is short, and this will be Feaster. And out to the 31 goes.
Little pep in the step, little hop out there as they get this offensive series started here. First one. All eyes on number 4 to see how he responds.
Gallman will get the carry on first. Watson to throw for the first time. Up in the pocket, and he'll struggle out.
Get undisciplined and try to freelance.
Third down, middle of the field. And the catch.
There's a blitzer coming. The void is right there. Nice, easy pickup to move the chains.
Gallman trying to find a seam left side. And a game
of the run. He makes guys pay. He's always going forward.
Pass complete here to the
for a few weeks. He's got to step up and play more slot.
Second carry for Gallman, and he will fight to the
calls. It's not just the typical center making line calls. He's got a lot to do with what these coaches decide.
Watson on a run pass. Watson to throw against pressure. Mock Williams the first down inside the 10.
And a pop taken by Watson when he let go.
And the second and goal. Ball at the 7. Inside route and the touchdown for Ray McLeod. 10 plays, 69 yards, just less than 3.5 minutes. And the point after. And now Hugo will kick it away. Ahmad Harris, a grad transfer from Atlanta, played at Peachtree Ridge and is going to spend that grad year after finishing his degree work at UCLA.
Tigers have done a great job so far covering. They had 12 penalties the first week, only 3 penalties last week. First week in the new system.
Out in the flat, this is McIntyre. Back to McIntyre.
At the University of Miami. He's been there for a long time through quite a few changes. So he must be doing something right there in the weight room with the Canes.
Third and short for the Bulldogs, who were just 1 of 12 last week at Louisiana Tech on third down. And across the middle, the catch is made.
Jamison on the defensive back, and they'll move the chains.
York looking to throw. 7-0. And now we get delay a game on South Carolina State.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Second out.
He's done a good job in bringing some guys up while at South Carolina.
York cuts it loose to nobody.
He's seen 42 in the backfield, and they are going to go ahead and call an intentional grounding. Not out.
Third down, and Wahala the line to meet. Not even close.
In a loud, hostile environment like this.
South Carolina State.
Averaging 40.2. That's 6th best in the MEAC.
32-yard average, the best punt returner in the nation about to get his hands on the rock.
Here's McLeod. Did he kick it too far? Coming near side at the 20 and stretches.
Nation of all the greats I've ever been around into one.
Cornell Powell on the field. Gallman's already got 20 yards on 4 carries. It's second down and 7. And Watson to throw. He's 5 for 5. And on cue, here's Williams to midfield for the first.
Watson will take that all day long. They're going to take another look at this one because
ruling on the previous play of a completed catch is under further review.
Well,
like Hunter after review, the ruling on the field stands. Second out.
It doesn't happen so far for South Carolina State. In Clemson, it's as simple as that, especially the catch part. Just pitch it and catch it and play football the way you know how. Errors.
Wayne Gallman makes it third and short. And now first down and more for Gallman. Inside the 35, and look at the white shirts he's taking with him. Wow, great second and third effort by Wayne Gallman. Here's McLeod on the quick snap to the near side, and Ray
momentum for a unit. An offensive line, when those big dogs, when they feel like they're getting fed, when they're eating, it's when you're running the football successfully. It's so demoralizing for a defense as well.
Second trip to the red zone in as many possessions for the Tigers. Watson out on the perimeter. Artavis Scott inside the 5.
Play action and swing it out and get some big yardage.
Watson looks left, throws for the end zone, juggled, and there's the first incompletion of the day.
Up a few inches, but he raked it away, forcing second and goal.
This time to the other side, and batted away that time.
Was a step behind.
Third and goal. Here's a toss, and Gallman will walk into the end zone. Tigers have 2 touchdowns in their first 20 snaps of the football.
Sit down. Not sure what we were going to get. You know, the first thing he said we went in there, Hey, I guess it's not hard beating Auburn anymore.
Oh, jeez. Harris will take it in the end zone.
Whoa.
Wait a second. He just flipped it over there. Ahmad Harris just flipped the ball over and Clemson's recovered it. Fumble in the end zone, recovered by Johnson, and it's
first kickoff that he received, took a knee.
Right.
Did it the right way. This time he knew it as soon as he got rid of it. Like, well, I meant to down it. And this time he absolutely does. And,
Tigers.
well, that's why on special teams, that's why in everything, you always hustle. And that's it you there. Did a good job hustling down by the kick cover team.
Here's York moving to his right, marker thrown, and he'll throw it into the Bulldog bench.
Illegal formation, more than 4 players in the backfield. Offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
Game, and I've been watching Deshaun Watson in particular. He's been bouncing around when the music's on. He's high-fiving everybody. The whole team got up for kickoffs, so certainly they feel like they've got things going in the right direction over here.
York got
the pressure of Death Valley so far, that's for sure.
3 and out go the Bulldogs. McLeod will signal for the fair catch. And
got an edge. Think about it. Nobody believed in them last year, so they played with a chip on their shoulders last year. We thought we'd see a lot of guys early on. Still the first quarter.
Schuessler to the backside. See the particulars for Schuessler.
Boy, that was pretty. Big man left guard got up and was moving.
Play fake by Schuessler. Gonna take the deep shot. And caught in stride for the score. Workmanlike. The point after. And it's 28-0, James.
And I'd say they did.
Harris will touch a knee.
Kentucky. And how about that? Lamar Jackson. He is for last week for FSU, and I think his open field tackling ability is going to hurt him big time today against Jackson.
Intercepted. Picked off by Johnson. 15, 10, pulled down at the 1. J-Dog. Third different QB we've seen for the Tigers. And Bryant trying to step out of traffic, cannot. And Bryant runs out of
back some of these receivers, offensive linemen, and now we see the quarterbacks in there early. Get them in there, get them lathered up in pregame, and don't make them sit for a couple hours before they play.
3rd and goal. Watson to the end zone for Williams. Caught it, got knocked out of bounds.
It was out of bounds.
26-yard try for Hugel, who is 5 for 5 on the year. Longest was 40 on opening night at Auburn. And that is perfect.
There in Louisville.
Yep.
Then Doak Campbell Stadium, Tallahassee last weekend. Here we are in Death Valley today.
Harris will touch a knee. 12:30 for the Wahoos and the Chippewas of Central Michigan.
Trey.
Second in the full 10 for York. And he'll hand the ball to Morris.
He's up front and answering the questions that people had coming in on defense.
York trying to sling it from the pocket. He will be sacked. Back to Frank Howard Field at Memorial Stadium. We start the second quarter with a South Carolina State punt. Petaway will drop it to McLeod at the 30. Ray looking for a seam. 40. Midfield, cuts back and into South Carolina State territory to the 39.
But Clemson fans have to be pretty happy. Deshaun Watson back in there now.
Artavis Scott on first down. Here's Watson to Williams, and good play in space.
Line, and that was with the 3rd-string quarterback coming in, and now here's a chance Deshaun Watson trying to move the chains one more time.
4 for 5 on 3rd down. Watson resets it twice. Now going to throw. Looks for McLeod to catch. South Carolina State got crossed up in this
run. But first things first, you got to take care of that deep man. You got to know where that.
And McLeod. And Harris will touch a knee.
Hey, McLeod.
Here is York and the Bulldogs of South Carolina State. LeBron.
They're protecting him today. Could have gone if he had to. You get the feeling.
Wow, Morris took snaps and then punted.
Big wide splits.
And offline.
Good physicality. 1st, 2nd, 3rd team guys. And the secondary for the guys in orange.
McLeod waits on another punt. just kind of hangs to him at the 30. First guy missed. Ray 40, 45. Lowers the shoulder and drops.
Tuck it, make that first guy miss, and you get it up across midfield for your offense.
Tavian Feaster working right side and a big.
Some younger guys, and Feaster was one of the first names came out of his mouth. Excited to see some more of 28 here today.
Second and long. Sling out here on the near side, and this is Powell. And
one taking snaps right now, too, and sophomore Kelly Bryant.
Yep. And Bryant trying to fight back to the line. Here's Bryant on the read play. Going to keep it, and Watson's come back in. Oh, they got the Bulldogs leaning.
Free play.
Throw it to the end zone, and overthrows.
Offside. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
Snap. Playing hard.
Here's Watson. Looking end zone for Deion Kane. Touchdown, Clemson.
Kane, subtly, just kind of put those hands on the shoulders. It's hard enough when you're already.
Get a really good light, please.
It's not hard to paint objects and people with such great energy, and I mean that sincerely. I mean, it really was fun to see. But that's just the way this thing works.
Yeah.
And that's what you're seeing right now with 45-0 in a heartbeat.
We're wondering, could Brent Venables put it together again? And so far, so good for the Tigers in that light. And they hand the ball inside to Dondre Brown.
Execution, get ready for our league play, which starts next week.
And that time Dogs. Inside Brown, this first half as well. We still got to the midway point of the second 15-minute set. York to throw. And offline.
You know how. It's nice that has stuck so many young guys in so early.
Little wheel route and Mark.
And then you got a guy that's obviously talented, so much wiggle room. Just light it up and they can't do anything. That's what Carter does there.
Adrian Dunn on the punt return for the Tigers. Trying to find a seam, pushes it to the outside. Midfield for Dunn. And to the 43-yard line.
Joe was working today, screwing things up.
No, making them better. Nick Schuessler in there. Second and loss of one. Little delay, and here goes Choice. Working his.
Well, in the struggles, there were a lot of plays that were there. They just got to make them, and so far today, they've been making them. They've been hanging on to this ball.
Garrett.
I like his 44, though.
Well, I know you like 44. We'll tell you Williams' story here in just a moment. We get a first down play from Schuessler. And over the head of Choice.
Wow.
He gave the ball ultimately to Leroy Butler in 1988.
I didn't know that, Garrett.
Third down and now 14 for Schuessler in this Tiger offense. South Carolina State thought they might have gotten an early start. Schuessler avoids the rush. Now going to load it. Shoot it here to the near side. Catch made by Thompson. Now a flag is out on the play. Schuessler there. First penalty of the day against the Tigers, by the way, for a hold. And Clemson's got 45 points with 4 minutes to play here in this first half. And now Schuessler scrambling out of the pocket. He'll keep it to the backside and be escorted out of bounds. This would be his longest of the year. And it is blocked. Easy in the opening half. Caleb York at quarterback and South Carolina.
Pickup. They got to be careful with York. They've got this MEAC schedule coming right up after this one.
Back across his body. And
knowing he was going to take a big pop to move the chains.
And the ball to Morris and the Tigers. And York on a little read play. Flag down. Ball pop loose. Tigers say they have it at the 35, and they do. Albert Huggins has recovered it. Big sophomore from Orangeburg. But there is a flag on the play at the 36.
Offside. Defense. Number 50. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That football. That's what this game is all about.
South.
Number 14.
Denzel
Defense.
Johnson.
The ball we placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
So Ford has come in at quarterback. Redshirt freshman, 6'2" and 180 pounds. Hands the ball to Morris, trying to work to the near side. 3 receivers in the set here in the final minute 6. York tried to go back to Morris.
Bob Stoops He's my coach at Florida, now the head man at OU.
2nd and 6. And the conversion. York tried to fire across the...
This drive by the sophomore 24. A tough catch earlier this time. Extra effort to move the chains.
And breaking free is Brown now into the Tiger.
The ball in a hurry. Good job to get set up, and they go right back to the ground. Elbows up above those eyes and pulling it down.
Here's York now. 2nd and long. Going to take the deep shot. Looking for McIntosh, and it's batted away in the end.
Making sure he's staying put down there on the ground. But
York to throw, and tried to throw it at Morris. A flag will come out. Oh, but let's see. And it is. Penalty will be declined. It's 4th down.
10-second run.
Penalties declined. 4th down.
Tiger fans in the bright sunshine. Back across the middle, Jamison couldn't hang on. And the final play of this first half will be Tyshawn Dye, the redshirt junior from Elberton, Georgia, running to the far side, and that will take care of the clock here at the end of the opening 30 minutes. Clemson, you hear that the mutual agreement of the coaches, and this game has now been shortened to 12-minute quarters. Sweeney, we thought he played a lot of players. He played a lot of players. And the kick
too. Make it easy.
York. And Caleb York going to keep it and slide. The ACC started at Grant Field in Atlanta. Jackets are playing Vanderbilt in one of the Power 5 games on the non-conference slate today in the ACC. They're
Number 52. Offense. Penalties declined. 4th down.
And here is Petaway. And Cornell Powell, a freshman from Eastern North Carolina, will signal for and make the fair catch at the 30. Ball crew, West Durham at Frank Howard Field at Memorial Stadium. Nick Schuessler quarterbacking the Tigers to start the second half. And
catch it before you get going upfield. First one of the day.
And lower stop, the preseason defensive player of the year in the MEAC. There's a slant. Deion Kane breaking free and into South Carolina State territory.
And get ready for what they want to do when they get to the MEAC.
Well, he leads them in tackles, Jen, not only through the first couple of games, but here today with 12.
Well, against those big offensive linemen, number 10's not out, man. That's for sure, Jen.
Clemson is 8 of 10 on 3rd down today. Schuessler on a straight drop. Marker thrown on the play. Works to his left and throws a dart to Kane. That will be a first touchdown in the first half.
Illegal formation. Offense. Number 76 was in the backfield, putting more than 4 players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Well, on the offensive side, defensive front, Dan Brooks, he's not far behind, that's for sure. East Tennessee boy.
There's Schuessler. Dumps it back here middle of the field. Look at Choice run with it. Tired early. He held a room of 400 media people in Hoover, Alabama at bay for an hour. There's a throw into flat, and the Tigers get it going. That's the tight end, Cannon Smith.
One more opportunity in the red zone.
Little stutter step, and C.J. Fuller.
When you lose one, you go out and you replace. You have it next man up type of mentality, and that's got to be a flag. Look like
passive. Number 11. Defense, half the distance, automatic first down.
That's on top.
With Schuessler and company knocking at the door.
Here is Schuessler. Shoots it to the end zone and drops.
Number 34, defense, half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
That's on Dacian.
The flag, West, another fresh set of downs inside the 5.
Too tight look, and they hand the ball and going to work. 2nd and goal at the 3. Inside give, and Fuller got
Tiffin down here in the red zone.
Schuessler, end zone throw, broken up. Schuessler on a toss. Left side is Feaster in the touchdown against South Carolina State.
Number 98, penalties decline, touchdown.
On the sweep outside, different back. This time it's Feaster.
Memorial Stadium got to be thinking ahead to Thursday night in Atlanta at Grant Field. Smith's his kick just hangs up there, and here is Harris off the 10. Trying to work to the near side. He'll be pulled.
So much good football on today, though. May have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, here's Morris trying to work on first down.
I'll go watch that Louisville game.
Yeah.
Good way to start the Sunday.
York looking to throw. And for these Tigers. 3rd and 10 now for SC State. And they'll hand it to Brown. And DeAndre Brown.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 45. Defense, 15-yard penalty. First down. This is number 45's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
Chris.
To aid an offense, get them a fresh set of downs after you've won the battle.
Inside give here on the fresh first down. But we're already at 4.5 minutes to go in quarter 3. York flushed up in the pocket, and he'll be sacked.
Down and long, and another opportunity for a hungry defense to get back there and drop them again.
Straight back York, trying to get middle of the field. And Jerome Petaway to punt it. And Powell fumbled and juggled it, but I think got back on the football at the 30-yard line.
He makes the catch, makes 2 more actually after his drop. So you go back to the locker room and nobody's dropping 8.
In a win for the Tigers, and Dye going right back to work again. And Kelly Bryant fakes the toss, turns it back upfield. And Bryant on the run, circles to the near.
He can put his foot in the ground and get up the field north and south.
Here goes Dye. And the toss. Here goes Dye again inside the 10 and drives it to about the. Snap a little high. Bryant wanted to throw. And
full start. Number 74. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Johnson.
Pounds, get him moving. Boy, it could be dangerous. And really good-looking athlete for a young guy that big.
Bryant going to loop for the end zone, and it is caught. Held on. Touchdown for Clemson.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 59 offense. The result of the play is a touchdown.
And here's the point after.
Clemson, no matter what.
Christian Grooms will kick it away. Right down the pipe to Harris. And he'll work back 25, 30, 35. And
you know what I loved about the whole story, too? Here, we'll let him run this play.
York trying to work to the near side.
About him. He sits there in the room with you, Christian Wilkins.
And we rejoin you, 4th quarter underway here at
Bet you West. They've played over 70 players through 3 quarters. They had about 6. Samir trapped this time back there, West.
Yep.
Powell, a little bit of trouble with it last time.
And Tiger QB we've seen today. And Bryant will keep it here on first down. And he will be.
Jacoby, now be honest. Were you a little bit nervous? What's going on with my team first couple weeks?
Well,
Defense can be. And, just seeing how the work ethic is, they work so hard in practice. So it was just like, what is going on? What is going on?
Right then, I mean, it's a beautiful thing to see.
That the two of you hold together.
I want to say it's the career yards.
C.J. Spiller, Jacoby Ford kept ACC coaches up late. James, I mean,
there in the tunnel asked him if Spiller's been around, and their eyes lit up, man. They're like, he's there every chance he gets. So going back home, taking care of those.
We're really kind of set this thing going. Remember, Dabo Swinney was named the coach in October of 2008. And country and looking like it against South Carolina State. And LeBron Morris on a reroute. We'll pick up about 2. Needless to say, 2 weeks from today, Clemson will welcome Louisville here. And then in late October, the Tigers go to Tallahassee. Ford at quarterback, and he'll be tackled.
Or loading up that bus and going into enemy territory with the teammates. Now, it's one of the toughest things to do. Look at that. Man.
Wow.
Man, he wanted it, didn't he?
Yeah.
These guys wanted it. But just to finish up real quick, Wes, Lamar Jackson is so special. We've seen that.
7 to go in the ball game. And the Tigers now have Tucker spending a grad year and the extra year of eligibility playing here at Clemson. His dad, Dan, the athletic director.
And
And Feaster works it across midfield to the 40. Become in a part of a unique group. Very unique, and we hope we don't add to it, as they say. The Tech's playing Vanderbilt. They're both into the fourth quarter. And the Jackets and Tigers will play ball.
They work on it. They work on Georgia Tech in spring. They work on them in summer. And you have to.
And Harris will play from the 10. The redshirt freshman back at quarterback for South Carolina State. Second quarterback of the day. We've seen 4 quarterbacks now for Clemson. And the run, also an Olympian. A lot of good legacies on the slate today.
Well, Steve Adazio's bunch is better than they were last year offensively, but they've got a tough one against Virginia Tech.
There's Morris into the secondary. That is slinging it.
That's going to be, we've got a little bit of a lopsided game here.
The starter now for the Cavaliers and Mendenhall's first team.
I really am anxious to see just what it was, the game going on right at the same time as ours at Florida State and Louisville.
Yeah.
Just how the domination came about against a team that came out with a sense of urgency and knew that they had to sharpen things up as they get ready for the teeth of their schedule, and they did just that today. So
they will move to 3-0, and I think they were feeling like things were okay. And there's a throw. 80 seconds left to go in the ball game. And they're going to run it with Feaster.
Big win they got in Ireland in week 1 against Boston College.
This is James Barnes at quarterback now. I said Israel. This is Barnes throwing the ball. And back inside. And the give is to Feaster.
Maybe that's just the ongoing